Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is Monday, March 18th. It is 5:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are live from multiple different locations. HQ4 for me, HQ5 for Roan, and
Francis is in Doha.
Francis is in Doha.
Reporting
That's what I'm
live.
hearing. That's what I'm getting per source, that Francis is in Doha currently.
Where is Doha? Is that Iran?
No, it's Qatar.
Qatar. I knew it. Oh, the fucking World Cup. Francis, you are low-key a savant of the Middle Eastern states.
I like the Middle East. I got over 9/11 much quicker than most Americans did. I was very forgiving about it.
That's interesting. Did you forgive Pearl Harbor as well?
Sure did. You know, to me, that wasn't my fight. I've been a big fan of Japan. In fact, the fact that they improved as quickly as they did and democratized and became the allies that they are to this day as quickly as they did after World War II, to me, speaks volumes of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. I think that, we struck a vicious blow to them, and now they have that intersection where there's the big cat. Japan's back on top is what I'm saying.
The big cat, the one in Tokyo?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Right. Sure do.
I have not seen this big cat.
Crosswalks coming in at one place together.
But
What's the big cat?
Speaking of big pussies, Lil Sass is here too. Fucking kidding with you.
What's the big cat? Am I missing something on this?
Big Cat is the leader of the Chicago office.
Yes.
Oh, I thought there was a big cat in Tokyo that I'm not aware of.
No, there is. It's at an intersection.
Not to be confused with the leader of the New York office, of which there is not one, because we're
a rudderless ship.
Communists. We're communists. We believe in an egalitarian social state. Every day when I bring my lunch in, I scoop out 10% and put it in a communal trough, out of which everyone else gets to eat.
See, the thing with me with that is that I would never want... Why would you want someone in the office to be cracking your fucking ass all day?
No, I don't want a leader.
No, that sounds awful. I like to just do nothing.
The only leader I want is a leader. The only leader I want is a liter of chocolate milk.
Yes, a liter of cola, perhaps.
Liter of cola. Yeah.
Or
great wordplay.
Yeah, you really can't beat that. That's fucking perfect wordplay. A perfect.
Am I looking quite red to you guys? I feel like I'm looking quite red.
You've got a little bit of a glow, but hey, whoa! Now you're definitely red.
That light, mate. When you turn the light on, you went translucent.
Yeah.
I saw your thoughts. I saw a bunch of 4-syllable words bouncing around in your head. It was kind of impressive, honestly. Dude, but I'm in Chicago right now. I have fucking news about this office.
I want to hear about the Chicago office.
I want to hear about the Chicago office as well.
You know how they all like suck their dicks about how hard they work and how much they love to be in the office, how early everybody gets in and shit?
Yeah, I mean, they do that because they all fucking live in the office.
No, they don't do it, is what he's going to tell us.
No, not even that. Just at 3 o'clock, everybody stops working and starts playing basketball and lifting weights.
Yeah.
Like a fucking, there was a whistle that went off and everybody trudges out of the fucking coal mines, faces covered in soot, fingers covered in fucking, printer ink. Like, they're just, everybody is just ready to fucking, like, all the graphics guys, the people who are working on this show, I had to ask them to get out of a 3-point shooting contest so they could come and record, dude. There's a massive fallacy that everybody's just grinding 10 times harder just because they're out in Chicago. Recess begins at 3 o'clock and everybody's just fucking balling outrageous.
I think they leave and they get home and they're covered in sweat and they forget that they played basketball.
Yeah. They think they're doing manual labor.
They think it was just a tough day. They're exhausted. I was exhausted when I went out there, but it wasn't from working. It was from playing basketball all day.
Dude, when I went out there, I was sore for like a week after I left because I was using the golf simulator the entire time. I'd be in the New York office a lot more if we had a jungle gym in there.
But they think that they're actually like working on the railroad all the live long day out here.
Yeah.
It's I really think you're right, Francis. They've completely fooled their bodies into being like, we actually are blue collar workers. We are we're professional basketball players.
I can't move to Chicago for the express purpose of avoiding serious injury from playing basketball.
Someone will like tear an Achilles or something in there in the next year for sure.
Yeah.
And it'll be like a pretty crazy moment, depending on who it is.
They're lined up at the 3-point line where like they're shoulder to shoulder. There's so many dudes in this 3-point shooting competition. And the only dudes who aren't doing 3-point shooting competition are doing body squats on the side. Like everybody is doing physical labor. The computers are empty. You need to get a video of all the computers of everybody working. It's Jake Marsh and fucking Danny Conrad are the only two people in any part of the office that are doing any work that aren't playing basketball right now. It's shocking.
Yeah, when I was out there I texted Mook the other day and I was like, "Do you want to play video games?" And he was like, "No, I can't. I got a show and then I got to go to the office." And it was like 10 p.m. and I was like, "Why are you going to the office that late?" And he was like, "I'm going to hit the gym." And I was like, "Oh, so that's just like a home base for you guys. Like you're just like, I'm just going to pop by the office, do some fucking deadlifts."
Yeah.
They have a very good workout facility. That little strip of AstroTurf, you could do a lot on there.
Oh,
they have great stuff. They need a sled or something like that to really work the front of the shin to get these boys front shins really jacked.
I got to get my front shins worked out. I'm getting shin splints.
Yeah, yours have been looking feeble as hell.
I know.
Yeah, you could actually use. I think, Sass, you could use some splints for your shins. I think you need to get some.
Some
rickety braces that strap around your shoes and help you kind of keep your joints in line.
Yeah.
Like
I've been running this week and it's been alarming. Alarming is actually underplaying it. Like the first time I ran, I thought it was over. I had to sit down on a bench down by the water and I was like, it's never good when you stop running and then you start getting more out of breath from sitting down. Like it's still, your heart rate is still increasing after the run.
You also live 1 block from the water, so that illustrates how far you had to go before you had to sit down.
No, I start running at the water.
So I don't
run.
Down.
No, I ran a mile and then I stopped.
I know that you have the loudest steps when you run.
Oh, smacking the ground.
There's no ergonomics to your body.
Every step I take.
It's not a rock or a camber. It's just the full surface area of the sole of his shoe is hitting the ground at the exact same time. Just flat, flat, flat.
If you close your eyes, you would think it was Dana White's slap league.
Every time I hit the ground, it's the force of the entire world crashing down onto my feet. Gravity is not a friend.
That has to fuck up your hips and ankles, but at least you're running in Converse.
No, I got my fucking New Balances, bro.
Oh, really? That's actually huge.
I picked them out with them.
No, these. You didn't pick these out.
I picked those out.
No, I've had these for 5 years.
Okay.
And you'll notice that they are in almost perfect condition.
Yeah, they do look pretty clean.
Let's see the sole. Let's see the sole of them. I know that sole has no tread worn off of it. Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're pretty much brand new. I've worn them a couple times. Because I was training for a half marathon many moons ago, and then it got canceled because of COVID. I've told that story before, but I got to get back into shape because I'm going on this fucking hike in the summer, and it's 17 miles, and I can't fucking...
Thought it was 19.
Or 19, I don't know. It's somewhere high in the teens, and I would die if I went right now. So I'm running... But I'm realizing that I'm in much worse shape than I've ever been in my entire life, which isn't surprising, but it's still It's not good. My heart rate hit 191 while I was running. And my Fitbit was literally, it was saying stop in like all caps. It
Were
was
you
like
sprinting?
stop moving. No, dude, 940 pace. Heart rate 191. Like shocking numbers.
Dude,
Numbers
Frank
that
Tank
like if
probably
I
doesn't get to
wasn't
that.
if I wasn't 22 years old, like they would have me put in a hospital with numbers like that. They'd be
I
like,
mean,
your
I
heart
think-
can't take much more than that.
22 is almost like that's almost more of a red flag that you're just running at 10-mile pace and at 22 and it's your heart is about to experience full failure.
I mean, it says online that your heart rate max is 20 minus, or it's your age minus 220, I believe. And so that would be, I'm like
negative 198.
No, your age minus 220. So mine would be 198.
Your age minus 220 would be a
Or
Negative 198.
220 minus your age. Sorry.
Oh.
You
Me
knew
and
what I was
Francis are
fucking
locked for
saying. Fucking
no,
assholes.
No, me and
Knew
Francis are
exactly
locked
what
in.
I was
We're
saying.
not letting you get away with shit today.
You knew exactly what I was trying to say.
I didn't because you don't speak
Syntax. Yeah.
I speak goddamn amazing.
well. I got a quick thing I want to add.
Yeah.
Yesterday I got home from Nashville and my wife and I went with the dogs in the car and drove to a sort of like winery deli type place.
Where at?
And it was out on Long Island.
Strong
And-
Island.
Yeah. And we were out there and it was cool and we were inside and the weather was 50 degrees and we left our dogs in the car and a waitress came over to us and said, "Are you guys the owners of that silver Tesla?" And we said, "Yeah." She said, "You need to come with me right now."
Ooh.
And we were like, "What?" She's like, "Come with me right now." And we went with her out to the car and we looked in and she said, "Someone called the police from here to say that your dogs were overheating in your car."
What?
And they were just sleeping completely comfortably because the car was 50 degrees outside.
Yeah.
What?
And we were like, "They're fine." "What?" And she was like, "Well, we got a call from the police from someone at the restaurant who said that these dogs were suffocating and overheating in your car."
It's a Tesla. They were probably watching fucking Homeward Bound.
Dude, not only Tesla has a mode called dog mode where you can leave your dogs in the car and it keeps the temperature moderated at 65 degrees, but we didn't even turn that on because it was so much cooler than that outside.
Yeah, they'd be putting the heat on for that.
So then we went back in and they were like cool about it. They were like, "Here, just bring your dogs inside." So we brought our dogs inside. And then I could not stop looking around and trying to figure out who had done this outrageous tattle, this completely off base, Karen-esque calling the police, who then
Calling the
called
cops is crazy.
the restaurant.
Saying that they're overheating in mid-March is insane too.
They weren't even panting. They were so comfortable.
What, did you ever find the person that called or no?
My guess is that they saw the
They
dogs on
left.
the way out and then called and left.
Damn, that would make me so on edge. I wouldn't
was
even want to
pretty
bring them
pissed.
inside. Yeah,
I was
what?
pissed off, man.
That's such a foul indictment of you guys as dog parents.
How bored do you have to be to do something like that? To me, that's almost akin to yelling fire in a crowded movie theater. It's like
It's like saying the N-word to me, honestly.
How?
It's just the most offensive thing you could do.
It is pretty
Oh.
crazy. It is just like you have
I
nothing
see.
going on. Also, maybe it was just like
Oh,
a
you
fucking
mean
delusional old person.
In
Yes.
general, I see. Right. I thought you meant saying it to you specifically.
I do see myself as a black man, but that's neither here nor there.
I feel like that's got to be like it had to have been like a 90-year-old person who was like, because old people like that are like weirdly obsessed with dogs. Like everyone loves dogs, but old people are like, I'd rather lose a child than lose my dog.
Oh, I think it's like the woman who threw shit at me. I think that it's like a loveless, like scorned she-devil who is fucking pissed at the world, who's just has an anger inside of her that's like, this is wrong. Why is this like this? Mind your own fucking business. What do you mean, why is this like this?
Yeah.
The dogs are comfortable. It's a Tesla.
Yeah, it's true.
It's early March.
I mean, it was not warm yesterday.
We kept the windows up to keep them warmer.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty chilly. It was like 45 yesterday.
I thought that to open the windows would be worse for the dog's comfort. And we were in there for, 35, 45 minutes. They sleep. They're so happy.
Yeah. You do bring your dogs everywhere.
Dogs like a sunspot too. Dogs enjoy like a place where they could like to bask in sun. That's one of dogs' greatest, most enjoyable activities. And I feel like that was a shot by Sass saying you do bring your dogs everywhere.
He does.
We bring them everywhere, but we didn't bring them in because there was a sign that said no dogs. And so then they were like, we're really sorry for this, and they let us bring them inside.
Dude, I'm leaving my dogs in the car unless it's like over 95.
Oh, that's a little warm. I think
so like 93.
You might come back to a puddle of poodle.
That's very good.
I know. I'm just playing.
That's a hot dog. You're
I was just playing.
Out.
Yeah, Frank would love that. But we need to fucking report Sass's ass for that fucking egregious behavior.
Dude, dogs like warm weather. I got a Bernese Mountain Dog and a Husky, and I leave them in my car when it's 95 to 100, and they love it. It's like a steam
shits.
room for them.
Little schwitz.
Yeah. Because they've already got that natural. They like the heat because they've already got that natural base layer of fur, that warm fur. So they like it when it's even hotter. Bernese Mountain Dogs, it's a common misconception that they're mountain dogs. They're actually beach dogs. They're supposed to be down in like Costa Rica most times of the year, just roasting in the sun.
Bernese? What's Bernese?
Is it not Burmese? It is Bernese. I think he's right.
There must have been
there's
probably
Burmese
something with
python.
my Wi-Fi. It's probably something with my Wi-Fi. I must have.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm trying to figure out where Bernese is, where they're from originally, because I know Burma is a place.
It's from Bern, Switzerland.
Ah, Bern.
So Bernese. Yeah.
Beautiful beaches up there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I gotta hop. I hate to do it. Enjoy. Sorry, guys.
All good. I'll talk to you later.
Good. Happy birthday to your family member.
Alrighty, we are back without Francis now, for he had to go to his birthday or someone's birthday parties. Grandmother-in-law.
We should do something nice for him for his birthday though and surprise him.
Totally.
What are you thinking?
He could add his name to the sign in the office.
No, come on.
No, that's crazy. Yeah, nothing
I was
crazy.
Thinking more like getting him like a fucking Fuddruckers sandwich or some shit like that.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'm sure he'd like that.
I'm sure he'd like some Fuddruckers, or maybe just a sprout of greens.
Yeah, we could get him just a nice sweet treat. He's a big sweet treat guy. He also does like greens, but his diet is really on both ends of the spectrum.
Right.
He either likes to eat like cake or just leaves, or like a pile of leaves and bird seeds.
And honestly, he has way better body than either one of us. So maybe that's maybe that's the key.
Yeah, just bird seeds and cake.
The Marie Antoinette diet. It sounds fucking good. But he actually eats like he's a trough. He eats like a fucking bottomless pit. Have you ever eaten with him?
Yeah, he orders fucking everything. I told you when we went to San Francisco last year, he got 40 oysters for himself as an appetizer.
What?
40.
Do you subscribe to the theory that some people just do not like oysters?
Yeah, definitely.
Not some people, that nobody likes oysters.
Like
actually likes them.
No, I like oysters. I actually
Like how they taste?
Yeah, I do.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I like oysters. So yeah.
The taste
Yes.
of just the raw oyster.
Yeah. I didn't for a while, and then I started liking them more with the sauce on it, and then I had them without the sauce, and I like them. I like them a lot. But I also like
them.
Yeah, I like a lot. I also like all seafood. I'm a big seafood guy, growing up on the ocean and whatnot.
I like all seafood too, and I like a nice fish. I'm saying sea bream is the fish of the season, bro. Like sea bream is the fucking one, dude.
I don't know
Sea
anything
bream-
about sea bream.
Oh, really? As a fishing guy, I thought that you'd be a sea bream savant.
No, I only fish for trout.
But I think that sea bream has like you could just some light olive oil and some lemon. I enjoy that. I think that oysters have like a slimy, and plus they're alive when you eat them.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure about that?
Look it up.
Oysters are alive when you eat them?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you're not like this is gonna take no convincing for me. I don't think I like oysters are definitely something that it took me a while to like. When I was a kid, I fucking hated them, and I could understand if I had never had an oyster and I had my first oyster today, I'd probably be like, this is disgusting. Never give this to me again.
Right.
But I've acquired the taste, and now I like oysters.
I think it's more of something that I eat to be like to show that I'm adventurous, and I like them with the mignonette or like a sauce to them. But just a plain oyster has this like
It tastes like the sea.
it tastes like flesh though,
No, it doesn't. It tastes like you're eating the bottom of the ocean.
which you like.
Yes. I don't hate it. I truly don't mind oysters. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, I mean I don't mind them either. You're good to you could just come on across. You just switching one more thing. I just think that there's like something, I don't know. There's something, dare I say, vaginal about them.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty common theory. A lot of people say that.
Yeah, I didn't want to be nasty. I'm not trying to speak out of turn or say nasty things just to be nasty. I'm not a freak like that
Yeah.
where I just compare things to vaginas.
No, some people
I
are
barely
like
even-
that.
I barely even say vagina.
I know. I don't even remember the last time I said it. I'm not even going to say it right now.
Have you ever heard me even say it before?
Probably not, no.
Exactly, because that's not the kind of potty mouth shit that we're on in here.
No, this is a clean podcast, mostly for kids.
But it's just the oysters are the only thing dirty. And yet I confirm that oysters are alive when you eat them.
That's interesting. I never have heard that and did not know that. But I
Yeah.
believe it.
It makes you really question women's rights when you think about an oyster being alive.
Why?
Let's move on.
Oh, man.
I just can't believe it's alive. I just can't believe it's alive. That's my only point.
I
That's-
know.
it's-
What were you going to make an abortion joke?
No, I'm not gonna. I don't even say the word abortion.
I guess, yeah. I didn't even think that's not something that would even cross your mind.
When have I ever even said abortion on here?
I don't know. We're going to have to bleep all of these out, though.
Well, for what?
It's a kids podcast, dude.
I know. We're basically like those three guys talking about the Green Bay Packers on their couch.
Yeah, those
Who
guys are
always find their-
awesome.
Yeah,
I
they
love
always
those
find their
dudes.
way on.
Those guys are hilarious. I love how they just clip nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The shit that they wind up clipping is so interesting because there's like nothing to it.
No, it's just
Like-
literally they'll just clip like abruptly in a conversation, and it'll be like they'll pick just a random point of entry and then just a completely abrupt, just like out of nowhere, it's over, and you're like, all right, keep moving.
They'll always just be like, yeah, Ben, everyone's saying that the guy with the Green Bay Packers hat on doesn't talk that much. And the guy in the Green Bay Packers hat will just like nod.
Yeah, dude, they
There's
all look like they're
kind of-
being held there at gunpoint
Yeah.
by the one guy in the leather chair.
It's kind of meta hilarious, though.
It's
I guarantee
great.
they wind up being better podcasters than LeBron.
Oh, for sure. I mean, dude, they're definitely they're starting young, that's my biggest regret is that I didn't start younger.
Did you see that LeBron starting a squadcast?
No, I didn't. I saw that Caitlyn Jenner is.
Yo, I wanted to ask for permission from you guys to try and get her on Son of a Boy Dad.
Yeah, we should definitely get her on. That'd be huge.
I feel like that would be a great addition.
Like as a main cast member?
You said Maine?
Like you want her to be like the
No, just like a guest.
co-host?
Yes.
Oh, like a guest.
A guest, yeah. I
Yeah.
think just getting her on.
Yeah, I think that would be huge. Do you have connections to Caitlyn Jenner?
She was on the most recent celebrity guest list of like booking. Like, do you want this person on your podcast?
Oh, really? I did not know that. Yeah. Well, now I have to think about it if it's actually a possibility. I didn't know. I thought
you thought we were just joking.
Thought we were kind of just doing a bit there.
No, I legitimately want her on.
I don't know what we would talk about with Caitlyn Jenner. The Olympics?
Do you see how naturally we're calling her too? Like, we're the biggest trans activists, I think, at the company.
Big time.
We're the biggest allies at the company.
There were some people moving into my apartment, or not my apartment, but the building that I live in, and they were standing outside. And I was listening to them because I can hear everything when they're right outside. And they were just blabbing about trans people and non-binary and bisexual. They were like, this neighborhood is so great for bis. This neighborhood is like talking to like another one of their friends on the phone, being like, this neighborhood, it's just so peaceful. It's so quiet. It is perfect for they, he's. I swear to God. To the point that I was like, are they they might be fucking around. But then I was like, I don't think they are, because it went on for like they were like, at one point they were like, there's so many beautiful people on this planet. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like what people that you guys just have conversations like that?
This is perfect for G-Gyms.
They were kept on saying, they were like, this is perfect for they, she's. And I was like, what?
It is, dude. The West Village is a utopia for they, she's.
They, hers, they, hims.
The Hershey's, the sweetest place on earth.
And then one of them was like, I'm borderline they, them at this point. It was crazy. And then they were like, it sounded like, I'm not even making it up, it sounded like they were trying to convince one of their friends that they were also a trans or a non-binary.
Yeah, because it gives you a little bit of social currency.
Yeah, because that's what they were saying. They were like, that's why you got to. They were like, there's so many beautiful people in this world. How are you going to restrict yourself to just one group?
Honestly, are they talking about who to fuck or who to be included in?
I think who to fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I respect that. Honestly, you get no respect if you're just fucking one gender.
No, you got to branch out these days.
You really, and I don't think that people are doing this, but we could get to a stage where people are going through reassignment just to fit in.
Oh, dude. It's definitely happening already.
Just to fit in.
Every girl is bisexual now.
Yeah.
Not to
just
like
to fit in?
I don't know. I don't want to say not to fit in, but it's like, you know.
It's better than being straight. Because people are like, oh, you're straight white?
Every single girl I've met in the last fucking year has been like, oh, I'm bisexual. And then you're like, have you ever fucked a girl? I'm like, God, no, that's disgusting. I would never do that. I was like, what,
they just like to call their friends pretty.
Yeah.
Like, you're gorgeous. I'm bisexual.
That's a big thing it's a big spike in the bi community, which is good for them. That's great.
I feel like there's some stuff, though, that's like so represented on the news that it's like not even, it's not even an actual problem that I encounter, but it's just on the news so much that I feel like it's like part of my life. Like trans stuff, I barely ever see, or it never has affected my life. And same with migrant stuff. Like,
oh yeah,
people are like, oh, New York is fucking, there's no more room for migrants.
Yeah.
And like, I honestly can't tell who's migrant or not.
No migrants in my apartment, so
yeah.
There's plenty
like on
of
7th
them.
Ave, like, are the people who have a big tray of like Skittles and Snickers bars, are they migrant, or are they just the same bros that have been here the entire time?
I think it's just all the same people that have been there. I've never once seen someone in New York and been like, get the fuck out now. It's like, dude, everyone here sucks already. Who cares if there's more of them?
Yeah, if there's more sucky people, they're probably raising the batting average of people
exactly.
around.
Yeah.
But I see it on the news so much, or like people who aren't like I went back to Philly and I'm like, you should come up visit New York, and people are like, you couldn't pay me to set foot in that city.
Dude, it's so crazy when people say stuff. That's what happened when I went to Alabama, when I went to Huntsville last year, and there was my Uber driver was like, I was like, I live in New York, and she like pulled the car over. She was like, my God, I could never even imagine going to that city. And it was like, dude, you guys live on this whole entire city is a highway. No offense to the people of beautiful Huntsville, Alabama, but it's like, what do you mean? New York's a massive city, and it's like, people think that they're going to come here and it's going to be like a bunch of migrants like trying to murder them, and then like trans people trying to fuck them. Which both of those things do happen on a regular basis, but it's like, just brush it off. Be a fucking man.
You just take
or a girl. Or a they or a them.
But people really think that it's like Captain Phillips and someone's like climbing up the side of a fucking building with like a knife in their mouth.
Yeah.
Being like, I'm going to fucking...
They think it's Gotham.
Yeah, people definitely think it's Gotham. It's like, bro, have you... I wish they could see my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I wish they could like see my building. Or like set foot out. I'm like almost moved to tears by the beauty almost every time that I fucking go outside my apartment. Yeah. I'll walk my dog at night and just taking a shit, and I feel like I have to take a picture because it's the most beautiful, like peaceful, serene sight that I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I think it's I guess
would never set foot in that city.
I guess I will say.
Fucking pay me.
I feel like people think that way about New York because people come to New York and then they just go straight to Times Square, and they're like, "This city sucks," and it's like, "Well, yeah, because Times Square sucks." But I'm saying I'm not like a ride or die New York person. I'm not like New York's the greatest place on earth, but it's like it's just a city. Like it's not. I don't think it's much worse or better than other cities. Better, I will say, it's better than most cities.
But that's like going to like the Culver's bathroom in Huntsville and being like, this is what you call a city?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're in the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we're literally in the toilet.
Yeah.
There's like shit on the toilet seat. Like, there's fucking shit in Times Square. Like, that's what Times Square, or that's, you know, that's what you're signing up for by going to the dumbest place.
Yeah, it's a shithole. And I used to live right there. So that when I was going through that big phase where I was like, I got to get out of this city, it was because I was living a block away from Times Square. I could hear Times Square from my apartment.
Now
I was on 48th. I was I was living inside Times Square.
Actual Hell's Kitchen.
Yes. I had to walk through Times Square to get to work every day. And I would have to be like preparing mentally to have to shoo away like Mickey Mouse trying to come up and hug me.
Yeah, you had to be in good shape just in case you had to like do like a 3-cone drill around fucking Elmo with his head screwed off.
Yeah, exactly.
Guatemalan Elmo. But now you live in Transtopia.
Now I live in Transtopia, and it's beautiful here. They're right. It's a great neighborhood for they, hims, or he, hims even. You know? I'm representing for the he, hims out here, but we're going strong.
He, hims don't need any more representation, buddy. Why don't you pick one of the other 48 genders and fucking strap up?
That is true. We don't really need any more rep.
Yeah.
We're pretty strong.
I did listen to that Joe Rogan episode about that swimmer, though, and I fucking get the indoctrination. Where
Which one? I didn't hear this.
There was like this swimmer from Kentucky who like tied the swimmer from Penn, and they gave the trophy to the swimmer from Penn, and I was like, God damn it, get me my fucking gun. How dare they
the trans swimmer?
The trans swimmer got the trophy even though
this was
tied.
Like the wildly famous story from like a year ago, right?
Yes. And she
what was her name?
Leah Thomas was from Penn, and the other one was, I don't fucking remember, bro.
What podcast were you listening to this on recently?
It was on Joe Rogan. The girl went on Joe Rogan.
Really? Not the trans girl.
Yes, the Kentucky girl. And she was like, we tied for first, and they gave the trophy to the
trans girl.
The trans girl from Penn. And I did find myself fucking almost driving my car off the road.
Yeah, well, dude, that's biased as fuck. You can't be pulling those, like, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like I get being indoctrinated by it, but also,
I mean, that girl definitely has the pass to be transphobic. But that's coming from more of a competitive angle than it is anything.
Yeah, she got a pass, like an N-word pass, but the transphobia pass.
Yeah. I mean, someone should tell her to get better at swimming. Dumb bitch. Leah, what was her name? Leah Thomas? That's like, she's the GOAT.
She's your GOAT.
She's right up there with Caitlin Clark, in my opinion. I'm gonna get a Leah Thomas fucking fat head and put it on my wall right there.
Like
just
Travis Scott, the way that Travis Scott was posing with Caitlin Clark. Travis Scott just dapping up Leah Thomas after a race. Travis Scott and Jake from State Farm with Leah Thomas. You're the fucking GOAT.
That's so lame that other girl went on Rogan and fucking bitched about coming in second.
She didn't come in second. She came in first.
Sounds like she came in second. Did she win?
Yeah, she won.
If she didn't win, she lost. Does she have the trophy? Sounds like she lost.
No, they had to mail her the trophy late because she couldn't get the first crack at the trophy.
Yeah, they mailed her a replica fucking plastic trophy.
A participation trophy.
Get faster. Try getting faster next time.
Participation trophy generation. But I think that girl now has a podcast. She's like 22
I'm sure.
years old.
Yeah. And she's probably got fucking some craze. She's got fucking, what's his name? Who was that kid?
Yeah. Rittenhouse.
Yeah, Rittenhouse is going to co-host.
I knew where you were going.
They'll have Caitlyn Jenner on. They should have Caitlyn Jenner on.
Why? Caitlyn Jenner's, well, yeah, honestly.
Because Caitlyn Jenner could speak on it, bro. She's trans.
But I'm saying her politics probably align with their politics.
Yeah, I know. Definitely.
Did you hear fucking Tim Dillon?
Tim Dillon, yeah. Saying that she's a MAGA trans.
Which is sick. That's like way more.
Talking about, what was he saying? He was saying that if like a Russian spy came back and reported that, Putin would be like, no, you're fucking with us.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I mean, I think it's just way more funny to be, or like interesting to be nuanced and be MAGA trans than just be like down the line. Being like down the line is just so fucking boring.
Well, also
just keep us guessing a little bit.
MAGA trans is like, I don't think being trans means you're automatically like this super left person. I think it just means that you're trans. I don't really think it has much to do with your politics, but I think it's just more left people are more accepting of trans.
And more left people will like fight for trans rights without having a dog in the fight.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you can still be MAGA. Like, you could still be trans.
I mean, you'd be MAGA gays. Listen to Out and About.
Yeah, there's plenty. Yeah, true. They're MAGA gays. They're mega gays.
They're MAGA gays.
Yeah. Those are like two of the biggest gays I know.
And they're two of our biggest MAGA guys.
Yeah, true they are.
By far.
They're big MAGA. So yeah, I mean, but MAGA gay, yeah, I don't think that's on the same level as MAGA trans.
Yeah, I mean, because I think that half the MAGA dudes are gay.
That's true.
I mean, people
MAGA's definitely got a lot of undercovers in their group that they don't know about, like that fucking Adam
Sleeper
Driver
cells.
movie. You know, the Adam Driver movie where he plays the white supremacist.
Oh yeah. What movie was that? Judas and the Black Messiah.
I don't remember what it was, but that's like them. Like there's definitely a bunch of those Adam Drivers crawling around at the rallies.
Yeah, big time.
Dude, I got a buddy who went to one of those rallies. There's a comedian, like a young comic, went to one of those rallies. He's from Florida, and he said that they went like before anyone was really taking it serious that Trump could have been president, and he said it was the most fun thing he's ever been to in his entire life.
I bet.
He said they were just getting shit-faced and everyone's just chanting and going nuts the whole time for like 4 hours.
It's a sporting event. It's a sporting event without the game.
Yeah.
Getting shit-faced and going to a speech is hilarious.
I know. He said they tailgated.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds objectively fun.
Yeah.
And now you can't, I mean, like, you go to one and, like, people will, like, just label you as something, but, like, you should be able to just go to one for the vibes.
You should be able to go to one just to see what's up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the only people that, like, are journalists, the only people who are, like, going there, like, just for the vibes are, like, journalists. But it's, like, I'll see, like, some liberal-ass journalists that, like, I went to, like, high school with or something like that be at a rally like that. It's like, bro... Otherwise, you'd be getting lumped in with like with everybody, but you should be able to just go and enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
just go and fucking vibe out with the fucking. It's clearly going to be better vibes than like a hey ho ho Donald Trump has got to go rally.
Yeah,
those are the worst vibes of all time.
True. I also think you should be able to go just out of like a
curiosity.
Like, I don't know. I mean, going to
fact finding mission.
Going to see a president speak is not like it's a pretty rare opportunity.
Yeah.
Play when your president, when the past president, 45, when he's selling out fucking a residency at MSG, you should be able to stop by just out of curiosity. Like it's like going to see Taylor Swift right now.
Right, and just be like, oh yeah, like what's Obama talking about? What's Trump talking about?
I want to see what all the hype is.
Yeah, just be interested in politics without it being like an affiliation.
Exactly.
Shit is nasty, bro.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
It's an unfair world that we're living in. They would just want you to fucking... I think they're all fucking dirty crooks. People are always like the fucking... whenever you see the fall of a society, it's because they start blurring the lines of gender. It happened with the Roman Empire. It happened with the Greek Empire. Like... Bro, I'm pretty sure that all the falls of any great society is because of like the most corrupt politicians of all time. I don't think it's because the like elites are like fucking.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. That it has to do with gender.
Yeah, it's like when the gender lines start getting blurred, you know that it's like the downfall of society is nigh. It's like, dude,
has that happened before?
I think they just cite the Roman and like
I'm going to have to look into that. The Roman Empire collapsed because there were people that were saying they were trans.
Yeah, that's their...
that's what all the ruins are from? Must have been fucking chaos.
That's what happened to Pompeii. Too many flamers in a volcano. Burned the goddamn city down.
I'd love to read about that. I feel like that can't be factually correct.
But people throw it around like it's gospel.
I mean, dude, if you look back to like the old, like people think that like the trans stuff is like a new thing. Like it wasn't like when like they were doing like Shakespeare and shit. It was just a bunch of dudes dressed up in dresses with like fake tits.
Yes.
Like a bunch of theater nerds being like, I'm a girl.
And look what happened to the British Empire.
True. The British Empire did collapse.
Under the fall of Othello.
Yeah.
Under fucking a woman playing Macbeth.
Yeah.
Or a man playing Macbeth, I guess.
Yeah, it was all... wasn't it all dudes? Am I wrong about that? I think it was all dudes.
I think you're dead right.
It was all white men. Or they... I mean, they probably didn't even know that they were they, she's back then.
What, do you think a white man was playing Othello?
Definitely, dude. I think the white men played everything in
So do you think the white man was in blackface?
Oh, yeah.
I'll fucking cancel Shakespeare for that.
Yeah, 100%.
What the fuck?
Absolutely, it was the whites were playing blackfaces.
Othello? I think Othello was one of the only black bros that Shakespeare had.
Yeah. Well, Shakespeare was very accepting back then.
Dude, how's your pee been? Have you been peeing well?
Peeing like a motherfucker right now.
Why?
I'm drinking this big ass jug of water.
Oh shit, that's a leader. Talk about a leader.
The
leader of the New York office, bro.
You can't even see the top. It looks like I'm just holding a glass.
Holy shit,
Funny.
that's an optical illusion.
Optical illusion. I'm trying to get back into running because pretty much what went down I had a rough weekend, to say the least. So Friday...
You were in New York for once, right?
I'm in New York, fucking stoked about it. Got nothing going on, no plans all weekend. And it's probably Friday afternoon. I wake up, I'm bored as hell. I instantly hit up the fellas. I go, I'm around all weekend. I'm trying to play a sickly amount of... I'm trying to play the amount of video games that I get off, and I'm like worried about my health because I've been playing for so long.
You come out like Clemmer, just vitamin D deficient.
Yeah, like I'm having a hard time falling asleep because I'm still in shell shock. And we get on, and little did I know I was being pretty much led into an intervention, saying my two friends, Bo and Matt, pulled me aside and they said, "We've been talking, and we have to cut back on video games."
What?
So the whole weekend, it was just on edge. Every time I wanted to play, I had to call and be like, "What are you guys doing right now?" And then they're like, "Nothing." And I'm like, "Cool. I'm probably not going to play tonight, but like if you guys feel like playing, just let me know and I'll hop on." The whole and then I called.
Why do they have to cut back?
I guess it's interfering with their careers and their life.
What fucking careers do they have?
They don't have shit going on, either of them. That's why.
What are their jobs?
Broke and Broker. That's their nicknames.
Fry their fucking poor asses.
I know. And then they're like, well, you can play video games because you have a career. And I was like, well, then let's make this our career. Let's go pro. Why not?
Yes, let's stream.
Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why not me?
And what was their answer?
No, they said no. So now we narrowed it down to no more daytime gaming sessions.
Is Bo is a guide, like a hunting or like a fucking fishing guide?
Well,
and
that
Matt
was
works
just last
in the kitchen?
summer. No, Matt's jobless at the moment.
What was his last job? I thought he worked in a kitchen.
Matt did work in a kitchen last summer, but he just graduated college, so he's trying to find a job.
He wants a real job?
He's trying to get a real job, yeah.
Oh, he's cooked, bro. You got to leave him behind.
I know. And I'm trying to explain
He's not
it
your
to
friend
them.
anymore.
I was like, dude, you guys are going to get real desk jobs in a fucking cube, and you're going to be begging. You're going to be going, bring me back to the days where we could play video games all the time. And it was fucking Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What the hell?
These aren't
You're
even
not
school
supposed
nights.
you're not supposed to do anything productive on those days.
It wasn't a school night. This was your one weekend off, and they couldn't fucking join you?
Exactly. And now they're banging my line right now going, do you want to play video games? No, can't today. Busy with my real life. Sorry.
With work. With my job.
And they do this thing where they try and like talk to me like I'm a fucking child, and they're like, there's more important things going on in the world than Call of Duty. And I'm like, fuck you like, because it's like, oh, what, your parents must have said something to you. There's no way in hell that you're having these thoughts by yourself.
Right, you turn on the TV and accidentally it was on like fucking like an ABC News, and you're learning about Ukraine for the first time. I got to get my life in order. Why couldn't they fucking quit on one of the weekends you were on the road?
Exactly, dude. That's what I was saying. But we've still played every single day since then.
Did you fight back against them when they told you that you were having your intervention?
I was furious. I genuinely, like, I was almost brought to tears. That's not what you want to hear when you're getting on video games. For I'm like, we're kicking off the weekend right now. Like, this is going to be non-stop games for the next fucking 72 hours. And they lead it off with, I got to cut back.
They're soft and weak.
That would be like, in comparison, like for you, if you bought like one of your massive bags of Coke that you usually buy, and then you got with all your friends to do it, and then they were all like, not me, man. You can play. You can do it though. You can do all the
No, not
Coke.
even not you. That would be like if they told me that I couldn't do my massive bag of Coke.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want this stuff, man. You need to cut back on this Coke. We're all going to cut back, and today's going to be the day you stopped. Meanwhile, I'm Father Christmas with a bag of Coke over my shoulder.
Exactly.
Like a bindle on a stick. I'm a hobo with a fucking massive rock.
Yeah. But then it's like, dude, then Saturday during the day, I got nothing to do. So I'm sitting around, I'm in my apartment, I'm not doing dick. And I got to fucking, like, I'm calling them, and they're like, well, you got to find, I'm like, well, what are we supposed to do? Because none of us are doing anything right now. So why don't we just play video games? And they're like, no, man, I'll play later. I'm really busy right now. I'm reading. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck off. Reading. They weren't even reading. They're definitely scrolling phone.
Oh,
At
100%.
best, they had a book on tape blasting in their
100%.
ears. At best.
Absolutely just scrolling phone, trying to say, well, at least we're not playing video games. So we're going to try
one screen or another.
I'm trying to break them out of it now, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, their idealism is getting the best of them.
Yeah. And, like, part of me was like, well, maybe we should cut back on video games. And then I was like, no. Because then I'm like, well, I'm not drinking. I don't smoke weed. I do comedy. I do Barstool. I try very hard at all of that stuff. I deserve to play video games when I have free time to play video games.
They're trying to punish you.
They're trying to punish me for being on my best behavior.
No, but they're trying to punish you for what's going on in their homes and their lives,
Exactly.
their heads, their brains. This shit is not fucking right.
Exactly.
We should go beat their asses.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping that this gets back to them and they can finally hear my true thoughts on the matter.
Oh, because you pussied out and you turtled when they brought it up? Like,
oh no, I didn't. I don't turtle around them. I was. It was brought to yelling, throwing things around my apartment. Fuck you!
Like an epileptic fucking teen.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, dude. This is play 2. We'll play 2 games. You got to give me a shot. Terrible. So that's been weighing me down all weekend. So you
decided to start running?
So I went on a jog because I was so goddamn bored, and now I've been jogging since. And then I watched Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, and Ocean's 13 over the course of a night and then the morning.
You didn't watch Ocean's 8?
Haven't made it to Ocean's 8 yet. Probably
that's the best one.
Tonight. I know.
The scissoring
that's the best
scene.
one. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was dude. Ocean's
Sandra
12
Bullock and Awkwafina are going to fucking town on each other.
It's the first one is so fucking good, and then the second one is so bad, and then 13 is just the same exact movie as the first one.
I cannot believe in the second one they're like, well, we could say that Julia Roberts looks like Julia Roberts.
Yeah, the second one was trying too much to be a comedy.
The fact that they're like, we could pretend that Tess is Julia Roberts when she's played by Julia Roberts, it is infuriating.
Yeah, it was too much breaking the fourth wall. It was like, dude, what is this, a fucking student film? And there was, like, the whole entire heist was, like, a Yankees fan versus a Red Sox fan. It was like, dude, what are you couldn't get Matt Damon on board, so you had to add in a little fucking inside ball for him?
Yeah, that is dumb as fuck. What was the movie where Ben Affleck stopped filming for 4 days because they wanted him to wear a Yankees hat?
Oh yeah, I heard. I think it was it The Accountant?
Was it Accountant or like Gone Girl or something like that?
I think it was Gone Girl. Yeah, he refused. I don't think he stopped filming, but he said he would walk off set if they made him wear a Yankees hat, which made me really question my Massachusetts roots, because like I have a Yankees shirt, and it was probably my most worn shirt of 2023.
I can't figure out Ben Affleck, because at sometimes you look at him and he's like he like pretends to be this like political activist who's like railing against the president and shit, and then sometimes he's like or like he tries to intellectualize acting and like talk like he's this like erudite intellectual. And then other times, like he's like this down home, like fucking fully like imbecilic, like just moron.
Yeah, well, sometimes
trying to find a way to say retard without saying retard.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say he was an alcoholic, because he does.
And he's like a Dunkin' Donuts eating alcoholic.
Yeah, but I don't think
he
drinks. Like, I don't think he drinks anymore, right?
But he just drinks enough cigarettes or smokes enough cigarettes to make it feel like he's high off of fucking booze.
Maybe. Honestly.
Yeah, I can't figure his goofy ass out. I want to respect him, but I don't know if I fucking can.
I like Ben Affleck, and I'm a big Casey Affleck guy too.
Casey Affleck is, what was his transgression? That him and some other actor were like, him and Joaquin Phoenix were like fucking girls in their hotel room while they had like,
Joaquin?
They were like, Casey Affleck and Joaquin Phoenix brought 2 girls up to like some hotel room, and they were fucking them while they like had wives or some shit like that.
See, I never
You never heard that story?
Well, I know that Casey Affleck had some sort of scandal, but his performance in Manchester by the Sea was breathtaking, so I kind of brushed it off.
And he probably needed to go to that place to be a great actor.
I know.
Babe, I'm sorry. I need to fuck pussy.
Yeah, true. Like it's like method acting.
Yeah. He needed to lose his family in real life to pretend that he lost his family in Manchester by the Sea. I can't set them on fire.
Casey Affleck's good, dude. He's great in Ocean's 11 and 12 and 13. He's great in 11 through 13.
But in Good Will Hunting, are we to believe that he fucked a baseball glove?
We are. We are believed that he masturbated with a baseball glove on.
I used it for cleanup. It was for cleanup. Is that a good Casey Affleck?
Are you fucking my mom's gloves again?
Just for cleanup.
I'm using it for cleanup. I don't know. Yours does not sound like Casey Affleck. I don't think mine does either, but yours also does not.
Yeah, mine is terrible. Dude, you know what movie I was watching yesterday? The Terminal. Have you ever watched that?
The Terminal. What is it about? I've seen The Terminal List.
No.
What is The Terminal about?
It's Tom Hanks, and he's from a made-up country in the Middle East, and he arrives in New York, and his country is torn by civil war like the day he arrives. So he's stuck in JFK, and he can't leave, and he can't get his visa stamped because there's no homeland that he has. So there's no country that can affirm him as a citizen because they're immediately thrown into civil war. But the country that they make up, it's completely fake, and it doesn't have a real language. So the whole time he's just like speaking gibberish. He just is like speaking a fully fake, like gibberish, like fake Albanian, fake like Turkish, Middle Eastern language that like makes no sense.
That's crazy. I've never heard of this.
It's, I mean, how far in are we just to start airport talk? But as a guy who spends that long in an airport as you, I feel like it's basically your life spending that long in a terminal.
Yeah, I mean, this is a real movie?
Yes.
Where they have Tom Hanks speaking a fake language?
Fake gibberish, and he's just like, I can't get into the country. And I looked it up. I was like, is this a real country or language? And it's not real at all.
Dude, imagine getting that. That's like got to be the dream role for any actor ever. Because you don't have to memorize lines. If the language isn't real, you just make it up on the go.
I mean, he winds up speaking broken English throughout the movie as it goes. But I always like, there's like a mound near my apartment where you can like walk your dog, but you're not supposed to. And I've heard that they write people up even on the first nice day outside. There was a cop up there, and he like basically like chased me off and was like, he wanted to get me in trouble. But my plan in the back of my head is to like speak broken language of like another languge.
Yeah.
Like just like make up a language and just be like, I can't trust but man enough that and just like, pretend I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about, because what is he gonna give me he's gonna write me up anyway? Like he's gonna give me a hard time.
Idea.
I feel like that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, you can't arrest somebody if they don't speak if they didn't know.
Yeah, I can't really speak the sign.
It's like manslaughter for fucking walking in the wrong area.
Right, exactly. You didn't know. I didn't know it was illegal here. I don't even speak the language. But I don't know if I'll be able to get away with it. I don't know if I'll have the balls to speak a fake.
Yeah, that would be a fucking... I bet they would respect it. I bet they would be like, all right, that was good enough. Get the fuck out of here.
You've disgraced yourself enough in front of me.
Yeah.
You've made an ass of yourself publicly in front of me.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna bring you down to the station.
Yeah.
Me having to fucking come clean.
That would be
like,
so funny.
Hey, Barstool. Got the Murofmanov.
That's so funny.
We know you're lying. How long do I keep on speaking the fake language to these people?
I would go for a while.
Oh, I keep up appearances.
Until it makes headlines.
Man comes out of coma. Have you ever seen the clip of the woman who came out of a coma and she said she couldn't stop speaking with a Chinese accent?
No, but shit like that happens all the time. Like that, there was an old NPR podcast episode where they said that this guy got brain surgery and then he came back and he was addicted to child porn. And it's like, dude, there's a whole interview about it, and it was like he was supposedly a totally normal guy, and then he got brain surgery, and then like a week later they arrested him with like 10 terabytes of child porn on his computer. The FBI and he got off no charges.
That's the most brilliant loophole I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
What really went on was definitely like, he was like, I almost died. I'm going to live my fucking truth.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I'm going to explore new things.
Which was probably the same with this lady who came out with a Chinese accent.
Yeah. She was like, this is way more fun to talk like this.
I need to live my truth.
I need to rip my truth.
That's a white lady doing a Chinese lady, of course.
Exactly. Look, man, we're all we're just making fun of her.
Yeah, so that's actually...
We're on your guys' side.
We're playing... Yeah. We are on your side. You cannot get mad at us. Oh, yeah. Man, that's fucking wrong. If you're getting this deep in to come for our fucking balls, you know what I mean?
True, bro. We're always so close to getting canceled because we're always saying the nastiest things.
Well, because we fucking are spitting in the face of cancel culture.
Of course. I mean,
we've taken after our brother Matt Rife. They're gonna.
We're cancel culture's white whale. Good luck getting us. We don't play by the rules.
Exactly.
That's going to be my first special. Yeah. I don't play. Sorry, libtards. I don't play by the rules. And there's gonna be asterisks just in like every word randomly.
There's now 251 of us. Welcome to the table.
Sorry,
this guy doesn't
Rogan.
Play by
There's
the
a new killer in town. And guess what? He's not a huge fan of libs.
He's not a big fan of cancel culture.
Coming soon to Fox.
He'll say gay and retard. He'll say both words.
Yeah, I'm kind of a rule breaker. This week on Fox, I don't play by the rules. Written and directed by Lil Sasquatch. Yeah. If you can even say that anymore.
Lil Sasquatch is basically Voldemort these days. No one even wants to say his name. Brands are scared of associating with him, but college kids love him.
I'm going to make my first, the album cover is going to have caution tape all over it.
Your mouth.
My mouth.
Caution tape over your mouth. Isn't that what Liz and
Casey?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they did.
That's what
caution
they did,
tape
yeah.
over the mouth.
Caution tape over the mouth, badass.
Yeah, what if Liz and Casey what if that's what their show actually was, them saying slurs?
That would be awesome. Dude, they could break into, like, if they did that, they would become, like, the biggest people in right-wing media of all time.
Immediately.
Yeah, they'd both have their own show on Fox.
If they just said some slurs.
Oh, yeah.
Because there are people who are doing that, who are, like, trying to, like, break into media by, like, saying the F slur.
Oh, yeah.
Like, by tweeting like, there's, like, women who are, like, mother of two, and, like, all of their tweets are just the F slur.
Yeah. What did Caitlyn Jenner do? There was, like, someone tweeted the word retard with, like, an asterisk in it, and then she commented, and she was like, I'll say it, retard. I think she tweeted that. Didn't she?
Did she?
I'm like 99% sure she tweeted it.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. What are they going to do to her? If you try to cancel her, you're transphobe. She's found the ultimate loophole. She might as well have 10 terabytes of child porn. She's so uncancelable.
I'm not finding it, so I hope I didn't make that up in my head.
You're allowed to make shit up, bro.
I need to look up Caitlyn Jenner. Retard.
With the word. Caitlyn Jenner with that nasty, nasty word.
Caitlyn Jenner uses our word on Twitter, but misspells it. Oh, yeah, no, I was dead on.
But she misspelled it, so she found a whole new loophole.
Oh, because Donald Trump Jr. tweeted, I know you're not allowed to use the R word. That was a big part of our vernacular growing up, if you're my age. But there has to be exceptions, right? Because this fucking, and then retard blurred out. Because this is fucking retarded blurred out. And this is, how much do the Democrats hate the world? Do they even learn? And then Caitlyn Jenner replied and said, I'll say it.
It's amazing. It is funny, though, when people do think it's like this really edgy thing to say, too.
I know.
It's like, fuck, I'll say it.
I'll say it. I don't give a damn.
It's funny because, like,
Here,
moron,
arrest me. I'll say it. I don't give a shit.
I'll take myself to jail. I'll execute myself for it.
It's like that fucking. Have you ever seen that? Like it's like the reoccurring meme on like Twitter and Instagram where people are like, guys are like, me and the bros if the group chat got leaked, and it's like that. It's like someone like getting walked into a cop car, and it's like, yeah, I'm sure you guys are saying some really crazy things that not every other person on the planet is saying.
Yeah, it's preposterous. Also, but my point is that the term idiot, moron, and imbecile, those are all also clinical terms for people whose like IQ is less than 100.
Yeah.
Like I think an idiot's like, I forget what the order is, but like idiot's less than 90, imbecile's less than 80, and moron is less than 70 or something like that. Like a moron is like has like the same, but it's made its way peacefully into the vernacular where people aren't like, listen, no one wants me to say moron, but I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, talking about moron like it's like this offensive slur would be hilarious. I'm going to go up on stage and start saying moron and then be like, anybody? Sorry, guys, just testing the water.
I guess I can't say that. Ooh, cold crowd.
Sorry, I didn't know I couldn't say that out in San Diego. My bad.
I guess some of you guys have family members that are morons. You're looking at me like I'm kind of a big moron right now.
There's like that old Norm bit where he got in trouble for saying the R slur, and then he came back and he said Down syndrome instead. And they said that the writers' room of Jimmy Fallon were crying and leaving because he was on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he said the quote was that he said he was doing a joke and he said you'd have to be retarded to think that, and then he went on another talk show like the next night and said you'd have to have Down syndrome to think that.
Did you see that commercial about the girl with Down syndrome where it's like, if you assume I can't have a margarita, that probably means that I can't have, like, that probably means that you think I can't have a margarita.
Yeah.
And then she's like, if you assume I can't have sex, that probably means I can't have sex.
Yeah. She was like, I'm fucking all the time.
Yeah.
That was pretty much all I got out of that commercial.
That she's getting shit-faced off margaritas.
She's getting hammered and then fucking.
And just fucking. Just can't stop fucking.
I did see that commercial. It was I don't know. Empowering.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess empowering.
That kind of applied to kind of my life as well in a way.
How's that?
Because people are constantly like, you can't play video games. And I'm like, well, I can play video games, believe it or not.
And if I want to stick this fucking PlayStation controller up my ass,
then
if you assume I can't stick this PlayStation controller up my ass, then I can't stick this PlayStation controller up my ass.
Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth.
If you assume that I can't fuck the CD slot in my PlayStation.
All right, do you got to catch this flight?
Yeah, I got to get the fuck out of here, bro.
All right. Good shit. Tell them to send me over that audio file. Thank you guys for listening. Oh, I'm going to be in Irvine this weekend and then Bakersfield. Irvine tickets are almost out. Bakersfield, pretty much every single ticket is left, so please come.
If you want to hear a edgelord comedian say the word moron on stage.
Going to be doing a lot of moron material this weekend in Bakersfield, so please stop by. I beg of you. All right, we'll see you guys on Thursday. Goodbye.